This is KC Sports Network, proudly presented by Emprise Bank.
What's happening, everybody? What's going on? How you doing? Sup, y'all? It's your Teal boys, Daniel Kooser, Christopher Wright. Dude, Victory Pod. I'm all in a zone right now. I don't know how to feel. This is a great feeling. Road points, baby. How you doing?
I just got back from the gym. I'm all hopped up on pre-workout, man. Like, I'm ready to go. I am ready to go.
You still got some pre-workout lingering.
It's still flowing, buddy. It is still
licking it
flowing.
off your fingers.
It's going through the veins as we speak.
Good stuff, man. Hey, you see this tank right here? Picked up a little teal tank-ish, kind of an aqua situation, but it's close to teal. It shrunk in the wash. It was a little larger when I bought it, but then it shrunk, and I'm not. Now I wear it at home. It's a home tank.
It never leaves the yard, right? Never leaves
That's
the yard.
how it goes. It's a home tank. Might be a workout tank. I don't know.
I'm in that. I don't mean to go off topic, but we always do. So let's go off topic.
Don't do it.
Okay, I'm doing it. I don't care. I'm all pre-workouts going. We're going to have some fun. Like, I am a medium large t-shirt kind of guy. A March, right?
You're a March. Okay.
I'm a March. So it's one of those things where if I get a large, depending on who makes it, it may be a nightgown on me. It may come down well past my hips, and I'm not going to wear it in public. Or it could be a medium, and that thing will be super tight, and I don't want to go outside with it, and I just can't find a happy medium, man. I can't do it. So
Dude, I love the super tight shirts. I don't even care. Like, I used to care what I look like and what people think about me, and now I'm just like, for what? Why? What do I care? You know what I mean? Oh, is my belly showing? Guess what? So is like 80% of America. Like, who gives a shit? Be yourself, you know?
Be yourself, have fun, enjoy life, man. That's what it's all about.
100%. And, work the shoulders out so you can wear a tank top, stuff like that.
Work out them traps so when you're on YouTube.
You got to do it, dude. It's all in the frontal raise up in there.
So do you like work out when you have a tank top right before the podcast, or is that something, because you're on video, or is it
today was actually leg day, glutes and calves to be more specific. So I didn't want to show up wearing what I wear for that. So buddy, we have a 2-1 victory to talk about today over the Orlando Pride, a team that we should beat, but we were worried because it was an away game. So we had some, we didn't know what the expectations were, right? This is exciting. I'm excited to break this down. What were your overall feelings, dude, going into this game?
I don't want to say it, but I'll say it. I feel like it was a must-win.
Every game is a must-win right now, in my opinion. We're over halfway through the season.
We had 10 prior to this. We had 10 games. Now after this game, we have 9 games remaining. This is a team that's beatable. We have had no points on the road, not even a draw. We have not had a draw yet, as I know you like to point out.
Is that weird of me?
I think it's cool. It's kind of a running stat that you and me just randomly talk about.
Yeah, it's just a weird stat.
Pod. Yeah. So it was a winnable game. It was on the road. I just want to see a really strong road performance and hopefully, get a win or get a point. And we did, man. I'm proud of how this team played.
Oh, 100%, man. I didn't got a little scared, by the way. Got a little scary when we went up 2-0. Tell me if you've heard that story before. And then that PK comes early in the second half, and you're just like, God dang, there's too much time left to give up 3 points here. Like, it's something's coming, dude. And I just spent the whole second half waiting for that other shoe to drop. I had no faith. And I need to, I need that faith. I crave that faith. But it started, the game started, it felt kind of slow. Did it feel slow at first? Like we were just kind of feeling each other out?
It did. And it did not help that Mace went out with an injury in the 6th minute.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to cry. First of all, I'm a man of empathy. I know it's rare. It's rare in men. But here I am being an anomaly, and I feel that I'm watching her look sad. I was getting sad, and I was like, "Oh no, dude, I'm crushed. I don't know what happened." She like nothing really happened. She kind of put her hand on the other player and tweaked something in a shoulder, collarbone, labrum. Something happened. And it looked bad because it was really essentially a non-contact injury, right?
Yeah. Whenever you see a player go to ground from a non-contact type of injury, emotional, it's not a good sight. And like you, I felt devastated, man. She's such a core part of this team. Where, last year when she got hurt, we struggled. It was at the beginning of the year, and she came back, but we need her on the field. But I felt devastated for her as a player in that moment.
I mean, 6 minute, man, 6 minute. If there's any way to feel, if there's any way to not feel crushed at that moment, it's that Izzy Rodriguez is going to get to play damn near a full game. And I just started putting myself in that mindset of the player and thinking like, wow, Izzy usually comes off the bench and provides a little extra spark at the end or a little defensive fortitude, if you will. But she comes off and gets a full, almost 90 minutes to play. And that's just, as a player, what more could you ask for? You don't want someone to get hurt for you to get your opportunity, but you need to be ready to be next player up.
I mean, we've talked about her in the past, taking advantage of her opportunities. And she did that this game. She didn't have an assist or a goal, but she had a complete game. She had a good game. She contributed. She played defense really well. Everything that she was asked to do, she did very well. And, she's a starter, essentially. She's a starter. And if she was on another team that didn't have Mace, then she would be starting. But we're just lucky to have her as a bit of a super sub or a game changer. But it was crucial to have her as our depth.
Who else we're also lucky to have is Brazilian international Debinha. Ever heard of this person? Ever heard of this player?
Oh my goodness.
Kind of good. Also good is Vanessa DiBernardo to get this pass to Debinha for that goal in the 29th minute.
Yep.
And she just chips it from like 30 yards out?
Yeah, the keeper was well off her line.
Dude. Well, yeah, a keeper's going to be off their line when you have possession. You're not hoping that your player, you're not thinking that your own player is going to give up possession in that part of the field. It doesn't happen. But when it does, you pay for it. It sucks, dude. You feel for that keeper, but you're celebrating because you're like, look at these class ladies on our team. Why can't we string together victory after victory? Why are they so sporadic, bro? I hate this. You know how many games we've won? We've won 4 games. 4. We're still below Orlando.
Yeah. The points and the numbers don't lie, but DiBernardo forced that turnover. She stepped in, put pressure on the player, kind of stole it and made a quick touch to Debinha, who immediately knew what to do. Immediately turned around and made that chip. It was absolutely magnificent. DiBernardo deserves some credit for forcing that and then making the quick touch to Debinha. But yeah, class on for both of them. It was just beautiful to see.
Absolute class, dude. I'm seeing a lot of here's my FOMO moment right now is that I think Kristen Hamilton deserved a goal in this game. As hard as she was working, you could tell she was hungry. She's like, other people are scoring. I need to be scoring. And she was not without opportunity, but it just did not happen. So that's my FOMO moment of the game. FOMO moment.
Is that going to be a segment every single week? FOMO moment?
I don't know. It's hard. It's fun to say. It feels like Mojo Jojo. Do you get that reference? Tell me you get it.
No, I really don't. I'm laughing with you, and I'm trying to play it off like I know what I'm doing. I don't get that.
Is that not Powerpuff Girls? Are we not gonna acknowledge that? Okay, you were a Dexter's Laboratory guy.
I didn't watch either one.
What is happening? I did not. What was your childhood? History Channel? What'd you watch? You World War I aficionado.
Oh man, like
What'd you watch? What's the shit you grew up on? What was your go-to channel, man?
When I was a little kid, was He-Man. I mean, obviously.
We got Nick chiming in with Arthur on PBS. Ain't nobody watch Arthur.
I think I did when nothing else was on and I didn't have cable. So I think I watched a little bit of Arthur.
You didn't have cable?
As a kid,
okay,
yeah.
We're getting Yu-Gi-Oh! What about the Hey Arnold, a little Boy Meets World action or something?
Okay, I could do some Boy Meets World.
Sure.
Power Rangers when I was a kid.
Power Rangers when I'm an adult. I don't even care. Phineas and Ferb, dude, that's adult shit too, right there.
X-Men when I was a kid.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
thought I was going to be Wolverine growing up. It didn't quite happen. So
hey, as a fan of music and a guy with singing training, Phineas and Ferb is a hell of a show. It is a musical genius of the show. So you heard it here. You heard it here first.
Go back and rewatch them.
Are we still recording? It's weird Wednesday, bro. It is a weird Wednesday.
You know what's funny is right before we started recording, we were talking about Kurt Angle in WWE, and we're like, "This is perfect for the pod." So
we were.
I don't know.
We were the tiny cowboy hat that he had on for that one segment.
3 eyes.
Oh, God dang. Gabby Robinson had a fun game. Gabby Robinson, she just keeps getting better, and for a young player, that's all you can ask for. Just to see her in there getting starts. Elizabeth Ball, man, also just coming back to form, looking good. I don't know. It's great. It's just great to see.
Well, I want to touch on one thing. You're absolutely right about Gabby Robinson. Could you imagine coming into a league and your first game is against Caroline, who is second or third in the Golden Boot behind Sophia Smith, who happened to be our second game. So Soto, Robinson had to come up and play some of the toughest competition right away. They had no center back leadership, and of course you have a veteran like Franch, or, you have like Del Fava or Merrick on the side, but having somebody next to you as a center back that you can trust, you can rely on, you can have, communicate is absolutely crucial. And nothing against the Soto Robinson combination, but having Ball just shows her leadership, her intelligence, and her positioning. And I just imagine learning from her she's going to get better every single game. But you can tell her raw traits, by the way, with Robinson. She's fast, she's strong, she's tall. I think they're looking at her as like a project that kind of came in a little raw. They didn't expect to have her play, but they're just she's growing up before our eyes. And it's really nice to see.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. As I was looking at these lineups, by the way, some things that stand out. Ball and Gautreau got a good 64 minutes under their belts. Yeah, that's great. I could see them getting 75 this Saturday. It is an away game. It always depends on what kind of field they play on too, right? You don't want them to re-injure something on some shitty field. Another thing, I'm looking at the lineups and I see a copyright sign next to the name Marta. And my stupid ass, buddy, I just about asked you if she got a fucking trademark on her name, Marta, like copyright. And I'm like, no, I see it on Hamilton as well. That's for Captain. Feeling stupid right now. You just see a C with a circle around it. You think copyright. It's ridiculous.
Buddy, that's the type of stuff you should not put on air like that.
I shouldn't have said that.
You should. I mean, it's funny. It's funny.
Strike that.
Marta TM, right?
That's kind of what I thought. Why wouldn't she? She's played in 20 World Cups, which is not far off, by the way. Isn't it like her sixth? About to be her sixth?
I think it's going to be a world record, I think, or something like that.
Do the math. If the World Cup is every 4 years and she's on her sixth, she's been playing in World Cups for 24 years.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. We'll try and look it up.
Pretty sure it's 6. I don't think she'll start for the team. I wonder what kind of minutes she'll get, really, but I'm pretty sure it's her 6th World Cup. You're looking it up. You do that.
Looking it up.
I'll segue here. Dude, halftime comes. We're up 1-0, right?
She has played in 5 World Cups, so this will be her 6th.
Unbelievable.
She's 37. So
that's 37. So she's been playing since she was 17 in World Cups.
She's a legend, man. If people, when you watch her, just enjoy it. She won't be playing very much longer, man. There's not much you can say. She's an absolute legend, and Fucking enjoy it, man. Just enjoy it.
Just enjoy it. Hey, Chris and I got to take a quick milk break. We'll be right back to recap the second half.
Thanks for listening to KC Sports Network. Make sure you download our new app. Find it on the App Store or Google Play. Just search KC Sports Network. Entertain, educate, inform. KC Sports Network.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true. What's up?
Is the theme of today's podcast Kurt Angle? Like Kurt
There's
Angle
theme,
related?
bro.
Okay.
There's a theme. I'll make your ankle hurt.
What was the 3 I's? Intensity, intelligence, and integrity. Is that correct? Okay.
That's it. Don't act like you don't know. You got them written down on the fridge somewhere.
I have I live my life by those 3 I's. So
Used to put it in my Trapper Keeper in 6th grade, Trapper Keeper. Man, I wanted a Trapper Keeper. My mom's like, nah, let's get you one of those cheap ones from Office Max. Doggone it, Mom.
You never had a Trapper? I had a Cowboys Trapper Keeper.
What's the one that zips up that you always overstuffed and so it became like deformed and shit?
Is that the starter? Like it was a starter? Or am I making that up?
That was a starter jacket.
Oh.
I had one of those accordion folios as well for all my files, like I was a lawyer.
10-year-old financial analyst Dan just walking around doing taxes.
I just remember the big folio. It had a zipper. You open it up. You got your pen there. You got your notebook. It's 3-ring binder. And you always put too much in it. So it ends up like breaking the zipper. And it's like, Mom's going to be so mad.
You go home, you open it. Shit just spills out papers because you just
loose.
organize them. Yeah.
Yeah. Just loosey-goosey. What a time. Not like I did homework anyways. I didn't open that shit at home. Hey, so halftime comes. Cece Kaiser was hungry as well, man, this whole game. She was working on it, trying to get that goal, right? Second half comes, though, and guess what? Oh, no, sorry. Does she get it? So she gets the goal at the end of the first half, right?
Right. And 26 consecutive completed passes led up to that goal.
Yeah.
I think
that
was
some kind of record?
2016, I think. If I'm
really
remembering it correctly. I have it right here. I'll confirm, but
pretty sure our buddy Thomas on Twitter tagged us in
he did
a little stat.
Yeah,
Thomas is always on top of that. I appreciate it.
I love it. Yeah, it is the most passes leading to a goal in any NWSL match since 2016.
Wow, do the math there. That's 7 years ago, folks. Long time. That's 2 Marta World Cups right there. Oh, dude. Yeah. Well, CC gets this goal. I misread. I thought it was like 46th minute, but no, it was 45 plus 1 minute right at the end of the first half. So, assisted by, I don't know, Vanessa DiBernardo, who's like, you get a goal. I'll just kick it around. Everybody score because of me. She's kind of become a little maestro there in the midfield. And we know you love some DiBernardo.
I'm probably to the point to where I annoy people. I'll be at a game and I'll just start praising DiBernardo everywhere she goes. And I can't help it. I don't know why. I just love watching her play. And
you're like that guy that talks about his child all the time. We get it. You're a father. We get it. You like DiBernardo, and rightfully so.
So, Dabinia is probably our signing of the year, right? In terms of just
naturally
what she brings and just overall status. DiBernardo has to be one of the best low-key signings in the NWSL. I mean, it has to be. She's one of the highest rated players. I mean, she
has managed to stay healthy.
Yes, absolutely. So,
she changes the game in the midfield, especially a midfield that's missing Lola Bonta right now.
Yep.
A team that's missing many people right now, just trying to get healthy, man. And I tell you what, listen to me, Brazil. I know you're listening. Don't you fuck with my girl Dabinia. Don't you hurt her. You send her back safely, because we got a lot of ground to make up, okay? We're about to go into this World Cup break, and we are in trouble, bro. We're still 8 points off the playoff line. It's getting a little more difficult to make a run here. So 3 points, every 3 points is the expectation here from here on out.
It has to be, but we do have some good news, which we'll cover a little bit this week with the Portland preview and next week with Louisville. So both teams are going to be without some key players. which we'll touch on. But you're absolutely right. We need to get those points. But
yeah, man.
Well,
this game wasn't over, by the way. This game was 2-0, and we're, it's not over. Sorry, go ahead.
On that Kaiser goal. So what I loved is it was trying to remember it in my head, but I believe Cooper got the ball, made a beautiful third pass, leading to the assist. Great decision by Cooper, fed it to DiBernardo, and then, she sent it through to Kaiser, which I couldn't tell if it was a cheeky touch behind her back and then a poke, or if it was meant to be like a back heel to the incoming player running on the back side. But
let's say it was intentional as hell. Let's just say she did it on purpose. It was amazing. And then stabs it in. She just stabs it into goal.
Those long legs, man.
Yeah. Look how that's how angry you got to look when you stab, bro. She gets in there, and she's just always excited to score too. She's never just chill, right? She's never like, man, that's what I do. She celebrates, and that gets me excited. I like a good celebration.
Well, what's nice about her, and she puts herself in situations exceptionally well. She's always in a position to score. She's had some missed opportunities this year. She has, I believe, 6 missed chances, really good quality chances. And I mean, that could be the difference between where we are in the standings. So for her to get her mojo a little bit, to fit, put the balls in the back of the net, I'm really happy for her. And I'm hoping that can kind of build some confidence and allow her to finish the opportunities that she gets.
Oh yeah, dude. And DiBernardo became just the second KC current player to log 2 assists in one game. So
Haley Mace was awesome. The other one, if I remember correctly.
I think you're right, but I don't have any proof of that.
That's fair.
This home team was not done though. They were still, pushing a little bit, trying to get back in this game, and we kind of gave them a little bit of a lifeline there when Kristen Hamilton had a handball in the box, and Marta steps up and sends the ball right down the middle, while Cassie Miller goes, "You sure you don't want to go to the right side?" I was pretty sure you were going over here. You're just gonna go down the middle and make me look like an asshole. All right. I hate that shit, man. Pick a side. Don't go down the middle and make me feel foolish.
What this signaled to me, and I'm spinning this into a positive, by the way, because we have lost games on things like that. We've lost games on handballs. We've lost games on bad passes. We've lost games on simple individual mistakes. But once they scored, we had to really kind of bunker in, right? We just really had to. We made some subs, quite a few subs this game to try and just bolster that defense in the midfield. But what I loved is, even though I know we're bouncing around a lot on this game, but even though they got a handball and they got a goal from it, we did not cave, right? Because typically that's the type of thing that just nail in our coffin. Like, we're done. Like, a self-inflicted wound that we cannot recover from. And through what I'm the most proud of this game, to be honest, is how resilient and gritty we were in the defense the last 10, 15, 20 minutes. They kept coming, and we just would not let anything in.
I know, man. They had like a one-on-one. I think rookie Messiah Bright was coming at Cassie Miller, and she had to come way off her line and shut that down in a one-on-one situation. Otherwise, that definitely equalizes the game, and we probably lose 2 of the 3 points there. Hey, if you're looking forward to getting to a KC Current home game, well, you got a good 3.5 weeks to wait on that, because they don't return home till July 22nd for a Challenge Cup game to host Houston. So that's a competition we're still very much in the running for. We're still very much in that conversation, but we got to travel to Portland here this Saturday. And we all know Portland is always a consistently good team. They currently sit in, I don't know, first frickin' place. So cool. We're real excited. When do women go off to the World Cup? Because I would love to see Sophia Smith not there.
Buddy, they left 2 days ago.
Oh, they gone.
They're gone.
Let's get that W, baby. Let's get that W.
This is going to be our best I mean, the timing could not be better in terms of playing Portland.
Are you listening, CC Kaiser? You better You better stab that shit, man. You better. That face hurts to do. That like hurts my neck.
So the first thing that bugs me is this game is on CBS Sports Network. I'm gonna have to rely on my Eastern European friends to send me a good link and watch this stuff because it's not available on Paramount Plus.
You don't have Eastern European friends, do you?
No. I don't.
I was like, what do you got? Freaking for Antov, someone you met at on Call of Duty or something?
I mean, I have family in Germany. That's about as far as I can get that direction.
My old Call of Duty buddy Vladimir sending me illegal streams full of porn and not good. You shouldn't do that, buddy. Be careful.
I am close to just doing a free trial on some random email account I have to it's at 9 though. I was gonna say I'm gonna come over. Yeah, right. We're gonna hang out, but 9's a little late.
Well, are you gonna be at the sporting game?
What time is that game?
Oh, you got to start giving me updates. Sometimes you'll be telling me,
I don't know.
Oh, can't go to the sporting game. I'm like, man, would have been nice to know 2 days ago, but you're like giving me 24-hour notice.
Not even that sometimes.
Yeah, sporting's at it's at 7:30. So we'll be at Children's Mercy Park.
This is I gotta check my calendar.
You don't have a calendar.
I don't use it. It's bad news.
I'm convinced you do not own one. You're like, oh yeah, there's a sporting game this week. Oh, actually, I guess there's a Fall Out Boy concert I've had tickets to for months. Like, who does that? How do you not? I don't know, man. Your life is crazy. You live life by the seat of your pants, my friend.
I don't know. I don't know how I get through this world. I really don't. But I'm doing all right so far. It's a miracle, but I'm making it happen.
Give me access to your calendar. I'll take care of you. I'm like my wife's own personal assistant, letting her know where she needs to be and when she needs to be there and shit. I got you. I should really get paid for this, dude. I'm telling you.
Nick said I need a secretary. I don't know how much you charge on a hourly, weekly, monthly basis,
dude. But these good looks, it ain't cheap.
Oh man!
So you'll be at sporting most likely.
Yep, I will be at sporting.
All right, you gotta get the fireworks show and pick up that shitty Captain America jersey they just dropped. And
isn't that a disappointment? By the way, I know we're all over the place today, man. Like I should not be having pre-workout.
Listen, guys, we don't know what a victory pod is, so we don't know how to approach this day.
We're just hyped up. We're just excited.
We're just licking pre-workout off our fingers. We're riled up, man. I might go have a third scoop. Dude, looking forward. This is, oh my God, 9 games to go. And yikes, 8 points off the playoff line. I don't know what that math comes down to. Someone smarter than me needs to do that and figure out what we need to average per game. But in my mind, I'm just like, just win out. Just win. Because that's going to put you in a hell of a good position if you were to grab 27 points from 9 games. Is that realistic? No, it's not. But damn it, a guy could dream. Wouldn't that be wild?
I mean, it's not going to happen, but there is some kind of hope I have. And I don't know if this is glass half full or, again, I'm just all hyped up today. But we're getting healthier, right? We are a considerably different team when Gautrat and Ball are on the field. You take a look at the Washington game, right? We were up 2-1, and when they came off, we dominated that game until they came off. When at the 64th, when they came off Orlando, of course, Orlando was getting into a bit of a groove, but when they came off, it was a noticeable difference. That save by Cassie Miller was on against Orlando was on a bad back pass by Gabby Robinson. She tried to one touch it really quick as a back pass, and it went right to the Orlando forward. I think it was Bright, and it was a phenomenal save by Miller. So having them on the field gives me a lot of hope as long as they can stay healthy. We got some injury stuff to talk about a little later, but going back to this game, buddy, and you mentioned it, national team duty. We're going to be missing Dabinia. That's it. That's it. So that sucks because we haven't really played much without her, with the exception of the very first game against the Courage and then a half against Portland. Other than that, we've had her this whole year.
Yeah, and presumably you'll see Morgan Gautrat get some more minutes in there. I kind of like watching her play. I kind of see I see why you're a quality player as well. you got some skills to play a little keep away with the ball from defenders and distribute as well and keep the play moving forward. But they're missing 4 players due to national team duty, 4 very big contributors. If there's any time to steal away points against the number 1 team in the league, it's right now. And they know, they're going to know, hey, we're vulnerable now. We've lost some of our best players. It's time for you others to step up, step in, be accounted for, put your stamp on this team. And I feel like it's going to be a challenge for them to do that. But it's also still Portland. Portland is like that. They've always felt kind of like Kansas basketball or Duke. They just reload, man. They just get more players and they just they're good consistently every year. Well, yeah, Nick, we know Duke sucks. We don't like Duke, but they are good, consistently. So
nobody here is a Duke fan.
By the way,
we all
go live somewhere else for a bit. People don't like Kansas basketball either. They're not fans of us.
Yeah, we have that the blue blood. We got that. We always get top players, and people want to see us fail. Sometimes we prove them right, and sometimes we win national championships.
I lived in Chicago, and I would get a rare rock chalk on the streets if I was wearing like a shirt or a hoodie or something. I'd be like, my man.
I got one in Germany. Yeah, I was in Frankfurt one time and I had a KU shirt on, and then somebody was telling me about how much they love KU basketball.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, and KU goes to play in Chicago every other year, I think, so, or every 3rd year or something.
Yeah.
That Champions Classic, I went there.
It's pretty
cool.
In
like the 8th row. It was fantastic.
Beautiful. So
way too drunk.
Let's talk about the players they're missing. Everybody probably knows who they are, but just one minor league player who's okay by the name of Sophia Smith.
Yeah, I've heard of her.
Heard of her.
She doesn't. She's never used a CD player. I don't know if you know that.
I saw that.
Did you see that?
I did, and it kind of hurt a little bit.
I think it hurt her. She was like, "I'm being set up for this shit here."
It just shows the age difference. I remember in my car, I used a CD player that had the adapter that plugged into the tape player, and you had the anti-skip that you're hoping you don't hit a bump. That's how I listened to music in high school.
Remember when the world changed? The world changed, and we had a little something called a FM transmitter.
Yes.
Remember this? You plug into your headphone port, and you had to find like an empty radio station, and sometimes it would bleed over into the station nearby it. And you're like, I'm just trying to listen to my Metallica CD, bro. And it's just, I'm getting a radio station. Oh, what a time to be alive that was.
I had some Corn and some Limp Bizkit and some Eminem going, and all of a sudden some country music comes into my station.
And if you had ESP on that CD player, a little electronic skip protection, you were a rich man. People couldn't touch you. You had money, baby.
Money to burn. You had money to burn.
You got ESP? Oh shit! You must live in that rich neighborhood.
It's hey, bring your CD player over here into my car.
Oh yeah,
dude.
Time. If you didn't have that CD in the CD player too well, you might hear it go. it might wobble in there, and you're like, I'm gonna scratch Marshall Mathers. What is going on?
Oh, times change. Times are changing. But Sophia Smith, absolutely. On Victory Pods, anything's fair game.
Anything goes,
anti-skip, doesn't matter.
Taking hot shots.
we forgot to talk about that. What's your thoughts on the hot shot thing?
You know what?
I thought it was funny.
I'm going to tell you, but we're going to take a second milk break. We'll be right back.
Thanks for listening to KC Sports Network. Make sure you download our new app. Find it on the App Store or Google Play. Just search KC Sports Network. Entertain, educate, inform. KC Sports Network.
I'm dying, bro. I'm fucking dying. I'm loopy today. All right. Little Wednesday lunch break. I'm saying milk breaks over here. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't even drink milk. Hot shots. Let's talk about them. I think it's fine. I think people are being real big whiners about it. I know you're not a spice guy though, but I'm a huge fan of Mexican candy, dude. I went to the movies last night and I had this little lollipop thing, and I was dipping it into this chili lime seasoning, and it was so spicy, but it was also tart. I was having a hell of a time watching a Pixar film, crying because it's Pixar, so of course you're gonna cry.
I'm the opposite, man. Like when I go to Taco Bell, I do mild. You know, a jalapeno is about the best I can do on a great day. So the idea of a hot shot would probably light me up. I don't think I could handle it.
I don't like to take things for no reason. So if I hear that it's for muscle cramps and I don't have a muscle cramp, then I feel like I'm wasting it. I don't, there's not a hot shot challenge. There's that hot chip challenge, that one chip challenge. But yeah, man, it's spicy mango, this hot shot, or spicy peach. And I'm like, that's just Mexican candy, bro. Talk to your partner. Comes from a very big Mexican family, right? She probably loves spice, and she's with little white you.
What's the funniest about that is you struggled and looked like you were trying to figure out what to say, and then that is just blurted out. But you're not wrong. I mean, it's factual.
You're not wrong. Everyone's like, let me get some hot sauce on my pizza, and you're like, do you have any Parmesan?
When we do like a family thing on her side, obviously, right? I would have to be like, please tell me this is not. They would have to cook a separate batch at times for me because I couldn't handle it. So I'm a baby. It is what it is. I don't know how to change it. So the hot shot would light me up. But I'm glad not only does Cooper have a good sense of humor, but it happened to Alyssa Thompson as well. So the top two picks were lit up by this cramp juice.
I was also talking to Jimmy about this. The top two picks aren't even old enough to drink liquor. And I don't know about you, bro, but I drank some nasty shit in college. All right. Some very cheap tequila or whiskey, imported, but very cheap. And chasing tequila shots with pickle juice. Don't knock it till you try it. It's delicious. You're welcome, everyone, for that little trick. But come on, it can't be bad, right? Should we do one on here? Should we just order them and do it?
I would do it.
You would?
I would do it.
Okay, Blanco. Let's talk about it.
Nick,
there it is. Nick coming in strong with Kentucky Deluxe. I was a Black Velvet guy. Canadian, baby. You got to go Canadian.
You guys are fancy. I would take the Barton's vodka from. Would do
like it's Barton's?
Like, Barton's is like $10 for a giant thing, and you would just put some orange juice and he did too, and you would just deal with it. It was cheap. You would deal with it.
Absolutely. And then if you were feeling good, you get some of that expensive stuff like like wild turkey or some shit. You're like, yeah, this is premium.
I never would have that unless somebody else would provide it. But yeah, I would absolutely do a hot shot challenge if we could somehow get our hands on those.
You're kind of the most frugal man I've ever met in my life, so I can't imagine you're going to spend $4 to drink something for no reason.
Buddy, for you and the sake of anybody else who wants to see me suffer, I will absolutely spend $4.
I told Jimmy, I said, Jimmy, this is an NWSL thing. Don't hijack our thunder. This happened in the NWSL. You ain't seeing the men drinking this. This is women premium stuff. Strong athletes, all right? Not for men. And we're talking, we could have him jump on here on like a lunch break at work, bro. Because he doesn't work from home like us. So we could just have him tie in, boom, take the shot. All right, Jimmy, have a good day at work.
I love it. I'm all for it. I am all for it.
Fair enough. We should have, okay. We'll cuss and discuss. We'll figure it out. Where are we? Are we still talking about NWSL right now?
Yes. So we'll go back to the upcoming Portland days. So they're going to miss Sophia Smith, who has 10 goals in the league. She's leading the Golden Boot race. Had a hat trick, by the way. Was a phenomenal individual performance that she had this past week. There was a play.
What'd she score against us, by the way? Didn't she score some against us?
I can't remember if it was 2 or 3.
Well, we contributed to that 10 goals faux show.
We did. But she scored a goal where when I was watching it, it was 3-on-1. She was running with 3 players. She was in a black jersey. Washington was in a white jersey. And I could not even see her because the white jerseys were in front of her. I didn't even know where she was. I just see a ball rocket to the bottom left of the net. The amount of individual talent she has is absolutely incredible. So for her to not be on the field come Saturday is beautiful. Another player they're missing, Crystal Dunn, who is an absolute fantastic player, really took off this year. She had a goal against us, if you remember, like in the 4th minute, in the first game we played against them. Has like 5 or 6 goals as well. She's having a phenomenal year. She's going to be with the U.S. women's national team. Christine Sinclair is going to be with Portland. I'm sorry, not with Portland. It's going to be with Canada. And then another player who's kind of underrated in their attack, Hina Sugita, is going to be with Japan. So unless I'm missing one, which I could be, but that's 4 players, 4 starters who are not going to be on the field. So that should significantly hinder their attack. But there's 2 players I am worried about for Portland still. And those 2 players are Morgan Weaver, who, in my opinion, is a starter anywhere, but she just happens to play along with, Sophia Smith. And she'll start as well. But she's going to be a problem. And then Sam Coffey, who was on the national team bubble, didn't make the national team, but she has 6 assists as a defensive mid. And she's doing exceptionally well. So those are 2 players we still have to keep our eye on. But this is our best chance to get 3 points against Portland.
Well, I can confirm that Sophia Smith did score 3 goals against us back in April or whatever it is. So happy she'll be gone. How about that?
Yeah, we're going to.
Well, buddy, we got, Mace is listed as day-to-day, which I guess is good news. She must not be anything too serious. Maybe just a little shoulder impingement, something tweaked, something wasn't good.
Yeah.
Maybe they had to reset it or something. I have no idea. But day-to-day is as good a news as you can ask for any player.
It could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse.
Exactly. Hannah Glass is still a couple weeks away. Labonta's back in practice, so that's nice. Like full training, is that right?
I don't know if it's full. I just know she was back in practice, but it's still a good sign. It's a good sign.
She's out there. And Loera is also back in training, getting closer to coming back. So still a ways out, I think, but I don't know what kind of firepower they provide because I don't think we're relying on people to come back from injury to help us be better. I think the people we have right now need to string together better games and less mistakes in those games. Because I think we're more than capable with the roster we have. You dig?
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, you take – it's wild because you look at Mace, starter any day of the week. Glass is a starter almost on any team in the world any day of the week. Labonta, we all know Labonta, what she can provide. And then Loera, she's a starter. So we have great depth, but just everybody's injured at the same time. So like you said, no matter who's on the field, it doesn't matter if it's the players that were injured when they come back or the players we currently have starting. They just need to string together quality performances.
Well, and you know how people are injured at the same time is when they are on a similar recovery and game time clock. When you see Ball and Gautral literally subbing in and out of games at the exact same time, it's because they're on that same pathway to recovery.
Right.
It's interesting. So expect them to get into that 75-minute mark this weekend, which is nice, man, because the more time Elizabeth Ball's in that back line, the stronger our defense is. Believe that. NWSL transfer window officially opened this week, today, Wednesday, right? June 28th.
Wednesday. Yep.
And closes on July 25th. So get about a whole month. I don't think Coach has said that she anticipates bringing anyone in.
I don't see much activity, if any, to be honest. You got to take a look at the fact that we're already deep. Who are you going to bring in that's better than Loera? Who are you going to bring that's better than Hannah Glass at this moment probably not many. The only position I would be interested in is a center back. But that's about it. But I don't even know how many resources we have to make that happen. So it's just, I feel like we just got to kind of ride this thing out, to be honest.
Yeah. And here's the thing. When you're at the bottom of the league, we all know you get top pick in your league's draft next year. And not the case this year, man. Utah Royals coming in, getting the number 1 draft pick. And that sucks. That's incentive for us to, really work to get in those playoffs, really put in some work, because don't tank, because it ain't going to do you any good. You're not going to get the best player available at all. You will get second or third best.
Right.
So I don't know, man. And Bay FC will get number 1 expansion pick. Is that right? They both come in at the same time next year?
Yep. So, yeah. So Utah will have the first overall. The Bay FC will have the second overall. And then it's flipped. So the Bay FC will have the first expansion. And this is something I'm kind of keeping my eye on, because I can't remember the connection, but I know Loetta is either friends or has really good connections with the Bay FC ownership group. So I would not be surprised if they make a play on Loetta next year. This is way ahead, probably not even worth bringing it up, but this is where it gets tough, because you can only protect so many players, and you see teams trading players or picks for protection. So it's just going to be wild. I hate that we're going to lose some of the players that we worked really hard to get, but it's the name of the game, man. Name of the game is what it is.
I mean, you get to protect a certain amount of players, and you could definitely lose some. So, shoot, man, I think that brings us to the end of the day. This was your victory pod. This victory pod. This was manic. This was a time. Like, my eyes are burning just from excitement.
I mean, if the current win more, you're going to get more of these. So,
woo, it's going to happen, man. It's going to happen. Got to hope for a result in Portland. I mean, a draw is not really acceptable, but you'll take it on the road, of course, but especially against first place team. But I think this is their prime. They're prime to lose right now. And over the World Cup structure, they could absolutely lose some in the standings. I would say you always got to beat every team that's above you. Well, that's damn near everybody. So let's get this bus moving, man. Let's get going. Anything else to add today?
No, buddy. I think that's it. I had a great time, and I'm just going to continue to live my life by the 3 I's.
Intensity, intelligence, and integrity. There it is.
That's it. You got it. We're nerds, man. We're nerds.
Let's get your ass a calendar one of these days too. Yeah. What about that?
Let's do it.
Cool. Well, folks, thank you so much. Don't follow us on Twitter at NoOtherPod, at Dan Kooser, at Chris Wright 21. You can email us at nootherpod@gmail.com. We'll take all your questions and hot takes and fun things. I'm losing it. I'm cracking, bro. Folks, we'll be here next week. Same teal time, same teal channel. We love you.